So you're thinking of moving to Denver, Colorado, or the surrounding areas of Denver, but you're not quite sure where to go. So today we're going to do a map tour of Golden, Colorado. I'm going to highlight kind of some of the neighborhoods in Golden, what the price points are in that area of Golden, and just a little bit more recreation, parks, things that you might be interested in. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. And if this is your first time to the show, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified every time we put one of these videos out. I'm Robin Gerlach, along with my partner Reed Puser of the Roots Home Sales team. And we're doing these we're doing these videos to be able to give you an inside path of what it's like living here in Denver or Golden, Colorado. Okay, so here we are with Golden, Colorado. And today I want to give you kind of an outline of where it is, the different neighborhoods and their price points. So you have an idea, if you're looking to move to Golden, Colorado, really which area is going to fit your budget and your lifestyle as well. So let's just kind of zooming out here because I want to give you guys an idea of how to get to Golden, say from the airport. So here's the airport here. So when you fly into Denver International Airport, which is now becoming one of the busiest in the nation and the world, you're going to take Pena Street. So you're gonna make your way here over to I-70. I-70 is the east-west corridor. The city of Denver has just done a lot of construction in this whole section here to kind of widen the lanes and make it less congested. But yeah, you're going to take I-70 all the way through the city of Denver, and it's going to lead you off to Highway 58, which is then going to take you in between North Table and South Table Mountain into Golden. Once you're pulling into Golden, you have North Table Mountain. North Table Mountain is to the north of Highway 58, and then South Table Mountain is to obviously the south of Highway 58. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get back into Golden, Colorado here. So I want to zoom in a little bit. Let's do a little bit of 3D here to kind of help you take a look at the topography of Golden. You could see it's a foothills community, right pretty much at the base of the mountains. But as you're seeing here, a lot of Golden, a lot of the addresses that get mail in Golden are up in the foothills, including Genesee Park, Golden, going all the way up to Golden Gate Canyon State Park, and then Coal Creek Canyon. And Coal Creek Canyon is pretty far north of Golden. Then part of Coal Creek Canyon is in Boulder County, and part of it to the south is in Jefferson County. So you can see Golden is actually pretty massive as far as residences go, so you can be living in Genesee Park. Genesee is like actually an unincorporated town there in South Golden, but it is considered Golden as far as the post office goes. So, that's just something to know if you're looking to purchase. This is all this area of the foothills is going to be considered Golden. Okay, so now we'll go back to the 2D and take a look at it straight above. So let's look at this kind of area. We're looking now at kind of the southeast side of Golden, and that's going to be Pleasant View, call it West Pleasant View and Pleasant View. So this whole general area is probably one of the more affordable areas of Golden, and you're going to be looking at the median price point of about $650,000 for a home, and that median size home is 2,200 square feet, and that's at about $296 a square foot. So this area here of Golden is going to be the most affordable. Now, as we get into the foothills, especially if you're looking over at Genesee, this whole area in here, once you start getting into Genesee, the prices start going up because you get more views looking down into the city. And Genesee, the median price point is $818,000, median square footage of about 2,000 square foot a home, and at about $345 a square foot is what you're looking at here in Genesee. Okay, So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the other neighborhoods. All right, so we're back here now, and we're going to focus a little bit more here into downtown Golden. So as I was mentioning earlier, Highway 58 pulls right in here in between North Table Mountain and South Table Mountain. So this is pretty much all into downtown Golden. And then back to the west here, you're going to see which goes up into Lookout Mountain. Okay, now Golden is pretty much split in half by Clear Creek Canyon. Let me get my drawing tool here. This is Clear Creek Canyon, and it goes right in through downtown and into the city. Okay, so Clear Creek goes right, pretty much splits Golden between north and south. And then this is all considered pretty much downtown Golden here. You got Colorado School of Mines, of course, which is the engineering school that is well known here in Golden, one of the top universities in the city of Golden, or I should say in the state of Colorado. Let's look over here. You got the Coors Brewery. It's kind of loading still. The Coors Brewery is going to be right at the base on the north side of South Table Mountain, okay? But this is all pretty much downtown Golden. This is where a lot of the good restaurants are. From our Golden video series, we started our tour that day right here in this park over here. And then Washington Ave is kind of the main thoroughfare that goes through downtown Golden, okay? So this is downtown Golden here. Right over here is where the Coors factory is. Clear Creek goes right through it. And Golden, again, just like a little bit of history, was founded, by the miners who were searching for gold. And they use this as essentially a base camp to get up into Clear Creek. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. North Table Mountain and South Table Mountain. Now, I haven't done much hiking on South Table Mountain, but I will tell you I've hiked a lot and done a lot of mountain biking on North Table Mountain here. So I just want to kind of highlight this whole area. This is one of my favorite areas to recreate, North Table Mountain. You have a good mountain biking trail that kind of wraps up into this valley here, and then it gets you to the top, and then from the top you can ride around. There's several trails here, one that will take you back to this trailhead, or one that wraps you around over to this side on the east side, and there's another trailhead over here on the east side. And if you remember from our Golden vlog series, we talked about breweries in that, and one of my favorite breweries is right over here, and that's New Terrain Brewery. So it's going to be over here on the east side of Golden. As you can obviously see here, the Colorado Railroad Museum is an excellent museum to get to just see the history of the Transcontinental Railroad here in the U.S. and how it ran right through Colorado to transport a lot of the goods, a lot of the coal, a lot of the gold and silver in this area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my record, and then we're going to take a look at other neighborhoods and their price points in Golden. Okay, so we are back, and we are going to look now at the kind of Lookout Mountain area, which is going to be where you see the Buffalo Bill Museum and Grave. So there are some homes in this area. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And these are all Foothills style homes, right? So you're going to see a higher price point because you're going to have more views, but this is all kind of considered the Lookout Mountain area. And the median price point for this neighborhood, you're looking at about 1.2 million in this area. Median square footage of the home, 3,100 square foot home, and that's at about $415 a square foot. So that is Lookout Mountain. And then let's take a look at this area, kind of North Golden over here, which is just to the west side of North Table Mountain. Where that whole area this is like called Canyon Point Ranch over here, and then the Mesa Meadows neighborhood over here. And your median price over there is 1.04 million. You're at about 2,100 square foot home is the median, and that's measuring out to $426 a square foot. So even a little higher price per square foot in this whole area in North Golden. And that's really just because the location, you're so close to downtown, and you have this quick access over here to North Table Mountain, where you have some of the best hiking and mountain biking on this plateau here. All right, so let's take a look at some of the other areas. Okay, so now we have, we're looking at kind of downtown Golden, the center of the city. You have Discovery Park, you have Parfait Park, Golden History Park, you have the Golden History Museum, Clear Creek Whitewater Park, which is just right here on Clear Creek on the river. That's where folks enter with their tubes, ride down Clear Creek, and they take out close to downtown there. So all of this section of downtown Golden, there's going to be a lot more townhomes, condos available, kind of college style living. And so you're going to be looking at a median price point of about $777,000. And that's the average size of the homes here, because again, you have more condos and townhouses. You're going to be at about 1,450 square feet, and $441 a square foot is what that's measuring out to. So that is here in this whole downtown area of Golden. And now we'll take a look at the Foothills area of Golden and their pricing. Okay, so now we are going to look at the Foothills. And again, Golden, there's a lot of area in the Foothills. So you have all the way up here. This is called Coal Creek Canyon. I'm not sure if you can follow the green line there. And so this is all, the homes up here are still considered Golden. The homes, and it pretty much wraps like this. Here, I'll show you. Oops, let me redo that. So you go up Coal Creek Canyon and the homes here, over to Golden Gate Canyon Park, and all the way down here to Clear Creek. This is all considered Golden, the homes in this area. So you're going to have a lot more access to hiking, mountain biking. Golden Gate Canyon State Park has over 42 miles of hiking trails. You could take horses. That's over here. You could take horses, mountain bikes, all of that. So it's one of our nicer state parks here in the metro area. So just talking Foothills, Golden Gate Canyon, Coal Creek Canyon. You have Blue Mountain Estates in this area, which has views down here on the city. You get some of the best views in all the homes in these areas, right? So the price point you're going to be looking at, median price point of $702,000, about 2,300 square feet is the median square footage of homes in the Foothills here. And that's measuring out to about $294 a square foot. And you might be asking, why are the price points, so much lower in these areas? Well, a lot of these homes are a little bit older, maybe a little bit more dated. There's more deferred maintenance. I've shown a lot of homes up here in Coal Creek Canyon. So let me stop that. So in this kind of general area, a lot of these homes, were built 1960s, 70s, 80s, and not a lot of them have been remodeled and upgraded. So that's kind of bringing down that price per square foot and the overall median home price in the Foothills. But there are plenty of homes in the $1-2 million price point up here. Another thing is access is always a little bit tricky on some of these roads. Some of the roads you have to snow plow your own driveway. Some of them, the county will take care of it. Jefferson County is a little bit better about it. So that's just something to keep in mind here. Okay, and now we're going to look at kind of the North Golden area. So this is like North Table Mountain over here. This is kind of like Northeast Golden in this area. This whole section Down here is a little bit more industrial. That's where New Terrain Brewery is, but you're going to see a lot more of the industrial buildings. But the closer you are to North Table Mountain, the higher price point you're going to see on the homes. You have Maple Meadows, which is kind of this neighborhood here. Table Rock is this neighborhood right at the base of North Table Mountain. The median home price is about $714,000, and that's just because this area has more townhomes and condos, but these Table Rock homes are all well over $1 million, $1.5 million. But the whole general area, you're looking at about 714,000. Median home size is 2,000 square feet, and that brings you to about $353 a square foot. And then this whole area, you're also looking at about $700,000 for the median home price over here to the east side of North Table Mountain. And it's pretty much, let me show you the kind of the border between Golden and Arvada, and it kind of goes like this. And yeah, right there. So the line I drew is kind of the dividing line. So this is Golden, this is Arvada, and overall, this whole section of the metro area is very in high demand. A lot of folks want to be this close to the foothills. So whether it's West Arvada or East Golden, there is a lot of demand in this neighborhood or in this area because you have such quick access to the foothills and 93 Highway, which connects Golden all the way up to Boulder to the north. That's the 93 Highway. All right, something else I want to show you guys here is just kind of the geography of Golden. So again, I kind of showed you how massive it is going into the foothills, but it's really tucked between the foothills here to the west. So you got, these foothills, and then you got North Table Mountain, South Table Mountain. And so when you're here in downtown, you are kind of tucked in this little valley that makes you feel like you're in a small town community and you feel completely disconnected from really the rest of the metro area because, here's the rest of the metro area out here, out to the east. And then you're tucked right in here between these two mountains, these two plateau mountains, and then the foothills. So that's really what gives Golden this kind of small town feel and makes you feel a little bit disconnected from the rest of the metro area. So we go over here to East Pleasant View. This is still considered Golden. And this right here is called the Colorado Mills Mall. So big outlet mall, Nike stores, anything you could think of that you want to go shopping is right here at Colorado Mills, just right off I-70. Again, I-70 is the main thoroughfare that goes east and west through Denver. And I-70 goes all the way out to Utah and will take you, out to as far east as, the full East Coast. So it passes here right through Golden. And one thing I should show you guys is where the schools are too. So we're going to scroll back over here, and your high school is going to be right over here by Ulysses Park. That's where Golden High School is, and it's one of the highest ranked schools in the Denver metro area. All right, one last thing I want to show you guys here, and that's just getting in and out of Golden. So if you live in Golden and you're a skier or snowboarder, or you want to get quick access to the mountains. So one thing you can do, a lot of times I-70 is very, very busy on the weekends. So here's I-70 going up here. A lot of times you hit traffic pretty much west of Genesee and Floyd Hill. You start hitting traffic in this area. So one thing you can do is if you live in Golden, you can take this highway right here through Clear Creek Canyon and it'll connect you to I-70. Okay, so that's a cool little kind of a local's trick. If I-70 looks too busy, obviously on any given day, it's gonna be, what do I want to say? It's gonna be faster to go I-70. But if there's a ton of traffic, especially on the weekends, you typically want to leave by about 6:30 to get up to the ski areas like Breckenridge and Keystone. But you can also take Highway 58 here through Clear Creek Canyon Park, and that will kind of shortcut you over to this area of I-70. And you could probably skip and get ahead by about 10-15 minutes on your drive. So want to make sure I show you guys that. And a common kind of meeting point for folks who are going skiing and are going to carpool is these are called the T-Rex lots right over here, right next to Tin Cup Hodgeback Park. So this is where I'll meet my friends to carpool up to the ski areas. These are called the T-Rex lots. There's a couple breweries, restaurants, things like that in this area. Okay, so I want to make sure I showed that to you guys, and that'll do it. The last thing I'll show you guys is, since I'm a big mountain biker, my favorite mountain biking places here in Golden. So I've already mentioned North Table Mountain. We have the overhead view here. That's really good. Usually in the winter time, the fall, because there's not a lot of tree cover up there. As you can see, it's an open plateau, but that's one of my favorite places on colder days to mountain bike. Apex Park down here to the south is another one. It's more technical for mountain biking, and you got to make sure that you check the days. There's certain days that mountain bikes can only go one way, so be sure to check that out. And then Centennial Cone, if you want a longer ride, this one I believe tends to get to about 14 miles going around the whole cone, but you get some of the best views of the Denver metro area. You're higher up in elevation here. You're up probably about 600-700 feet from the base of Golden here, all the way up here through Clear Creek Canyon to Centennial Cone. So that's one of my favorite longer mountain biking rides. So I want to make sure I show that to you guys. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that, or were able to get some tidbits of information that you didn't know before looking at this video. Really wanted to give you kind of a comprehensive view of Golden, but also the whole areas surrounding Golden, such as Genesee and Coal Creek Canyon, Golden Gate Canyon. Golden's pretty expansive, as you can see in this map tour. If I didn't cover anything in here, go ahead and reach out to me. Shoot us a text, call, email. We'll go ahead and set up a time, and I would love to do more of an in-depth dive of Golden if you are interested in moving here. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.